Welcome to the first year English students. The course Introduction to Computers. The lecture starts from page 180 up to page 193. This course is presented by Dr. Fايد. Chapter 5 continued mathematical functions in Excel. The coming function is called f function. The f function is one of the logical functions. It is used to return one value if a condition is true and another value if condition is false. The syntax of the f function has two types. The first one is called simple f functions, which is given as follows: equal sign, the function name f, followed by round brackets with 3 arguments. The first one is called condition. Is the condition to be tested? If the condition is true, the next statement is executed. If the condition is false, the last statement is executed. The second type of the if statement is called nested if function. Excel allows true and false to contain if statements. These are called nested if. Microsoft Excel allows up to 64 nested if functions. The general form of the nested if function is given as equal sign, then the function name f with the first condition, which is called condition 1. If the condition 1 is true 1 is executed. If it is not, it means the condition 1 is false, so another if is added with second condition, which is if with condition 2. If condition 2 is true, 2 is added. If the condition 2 is not true, another if is added in the false position with condition 3, and so on. This can be done until to reach to 64 nested if. Remember, when nesting if functions, be sure to put the hardest test first. The AND function. The AND function is used to test if all group of conditions are met. Excel returns a value of true, otherwise it returns a value of false. The syntax of the AND function is given as equal sign, the AND name of the function, followed by different tests, test 1, test 2, test 3, and so on, up to 255 conditions. Application. The following table indicates the score of 10 students in mathematics and accounting course. As seen in the following table, given the student ID, start from student STUD 52, 53 and so on until to students 61. And the courses, mathematics and accounting, given the mark of the students and in subject mathematics and the mark in case of accounting. The grades or labels are awarded based on a numeric scale as follows. The label or the grades of each mark in case of mathematics and accounting, the grade are awarded according to the following. If the mark of the students is greater than 89, the grade will be excellent. If it is greater than 79, the grade will be very good. If the mark greater than 69, the grade will be good. If the mark greater than 49, the grade will be pass. Otherwise, the student fail. Then find the following using Excel. The grades or labels of each course according to the awarded table. Second, the total score for the excellent students in both courses. The total score of the excellent student in both courses. So we have to look at the table to find the students with excellent grade in both courses. You will see from the table just only one student, which with student ID STUD 55, which gets 92 and 40, 94 in both courses, mathematics and accounting. Just only one. This is by visual inspections. We would like to obtain the sum of the two marks using the Excel programming. The third one, the total score for the excellent students in any course. So the total score for excellent students in any course. So we have to look for the excellent in any courses. You will see one excellent student in any course. Mathematics, one stood 55. And the mark, there is still one stood 55. There is another student which stood 56, which gets in any course the mark accounting 91. So two students at least have excellent in any chapter. To do this using the computer program, we have to write down the above table into Excel sheet as given in figure 15. Start from cell A1 up to E13 as you see in figure 15. Student ID, then the courses, mathematics and accounting, the mark and its grade, and the accounting course, the mark and its grade. Then another column for the total score of both excellent students, and another table or column for the excellent students in any course. In addition, in the column H, we have to write down the awarded scale under the labels. H4 contains the excellent students, H5 the very good students, and label 4 the good students in H6, H7 contain the pass students, and H8 contain the fail students. Then, to display grades or labels of mathematics course, we have to write down the following formula in cell C4. The function started with equal sign, then followed by the function name f, then open the round brackets. Then the first condition, remember, we would like to check whether 55 mark in B in the column B4, to check whether 55 corresponds to excellent, very good, good, pass, or fail. So first of all, to check 55 written in cell P4. So we have to check our condition here. We have to check the cell P4. The hardest condition is the excellent students. So we have to start first by the excellent student to check whether B4 is greater than 89. If the condition is true, then the student will obtain the excellent. Grade, which written in cell H4. If you go back to figure 15, you will see the excellent written in H4. In this case, remember that the column B, the column header B, is preceded by the dollar sign to prevent or to make the column B constant when you click and drag to the left or to the right. But the row number 4 is not preceded by dollar sign, since we have to click and drag after entering the whole functions. We have to click and drag the autofill to repeat this process for cell B5, B6, B7 until to reach to B13. So the row in B4 is not preceded by the dollar sign. But for H4 it's still constant. If B4 is greater than 89, then the students will obtain the excellent grade. So by clicking and dragging for the next cell, so the excellent should be still the same. So the H4 is preceded by dollar sign for the column header H and dollar sign for the row header H to maintain H4 after clicking and dragging the cell. But in our case, B4 is not greater than 89. So B4 or greater than 89 is false. So the false is replaced by another F. To check for the next grade, if B4 is greater than 79, then if the condition is true, then the students will get a score very good, which written in H5. If it is not, we have to check again by another if statement. So in this case, B4 is not greater than 79. So the false statement will contain another if to check whether B4 is greater than 69. If it is okay or true, then the students will get the grade written in H6. If the condition is not true or false, another if is added in the false statement. So to check whether B4 is greater than 49. If it is greater than 49, the condition is true. Then the mark or the grade will contain the value or the grade in H7. If it is not, so the false statement, which is the last case, H8. So remember, each if statement is enclosed between round brackets. So the first if contains the first round bracket, the second if, second round bracket, the third if, third round bracket, the fourth if, the fourth round brackets. Then all the opened round brackets will be enclosed by another round brackets. So we need another 4 round brackets to enclose the if statement. Then click and drag the autofill until to reach to C13. Write down in C this formula in C4, then click the autofill, click and drag the autofill until to reach to the cell C13, instead of writing these functions individually. To display the grades or labels of accounting course, we have to write the following formula in the cell E4. Similarly, we would like to find the grade of the mark accounting. Remember, the first mark of the accounting course is written in cell D4. So we have to write the function in cell E4. So started with equal sign, then F, function name F, round the brackets, check whether D4 is greater than 89 or not. Let's go to the accounting E4. Similarly as we did in cell B4, so we have to write equal the function F, round the brackets, check whether the first value written in D4 is greater than 89. If it is okay, then the student will get the mark or get the grade written in H4, which is the excellent one. If it is not, so another if is added to check whether D4 is greater than 79. If it is okay, it will execute the value in cell H5. If it is not, it will go to another if to check whether D4 greater than 69. If it's okay, it will execute H6. If it is not, another if is added to check whether D4 is greater than 49. If it's okay or true, H7 is executed. If it is not, then the final will be written in the cell H8. Then enclosed all the round brackets to end the statements. After finishing this function, we have to click and drag the autofill until to reach it to E13. To compute the total score for the excellent student in both courses, we have to write the following formula in the cell F4. For the excellent students, so the total score for the excellent students, we have to check that the value in B4 and D4 should be greater than 89. If the two marks are greater than 89, it means the condition is true. Then add the 2 marks. If it is not, nothing to do. Leave it blank. So we have to program and cell the following in cell F4. So equal sign the function f, then open around the brackets, then the condition. We have to use the function add, to check whether the cell B4 is greater than 89 and the cell D4 is greater than 89 to obtain both excellent marks. If the condition is true, then add the value of cell P4 plus the value in cell D4. So P4 plus D4. If the condition is not true or false, so leave the false a blank value or space surrounded by double quotations, or leave it blank. After writing this in cell F4, we have to click and drag the autofill until to reach to the cell F13. To compute the total score for the excellent students in any course, we have to write the following in the cell G4. In any course, it means the excellent could be in mathematics or accounting or both. So we have functions or. So equal sign followed by the function name f, then the conditions. We'll use the logic function or to check whether B4 is greater than 89 or D4 is greater than 89. If one of the two cells B4 and D4 is satisfied, the OR function will add the two cells. If one or the two cells satisfy the conditions, the two cells are added. Then B4 plus D4 is added. If none of these cells satisfy the conditions, then nothing is done. A blank space is obtained between double quotations. After finishing this statement, we have to click the autofill until to reach to the cell G13. All the above statements are displayed in figures 16 up to figure 19. Figure 16 displays the executions of the above functions. You will see the students in mathematics, the mark 55, it's a great pass. The mark 85, it's a great, very good. The mark 73, it's a great, good, and so on. Similarly, for the accounting course, the mark and the computer prints the mark for each mark, or print the grade for each mark. Then, in case of total or both the excellent students, you will find the 2 marks are pass, so leave it blank or space. But in case of both are excellent, the 2 marks are added together to get 186. So there is no excellent for both courses except just one, the only students is3 UD 55. On the other hand, for the excellent in any courses, remember that if you look for the excellent, you will see at least 2 students excellent in accounting. So the 2 excellent students, at least 1 excellent, you will get 2 students, so the summation of the 2 marks will be obtained by using the OR functions. The above functions written in cell C4 and E4, in addition to F4 and G4, will be displayed individually in the following figures. First, the function written in cell C4. You will see the function in C4 in mathematics course equal sign for function f. The cell B4 is checked with the awarded table, then clicking and drag. Remember that by clicking and drag, B4 is incremented into cell B5, and still H4 the same, H5 the same, since the grade is not changed. After that, B6, B7 checked, B8 until to reach to B13. Similarly, for the course accounting, we have to check the cell D4. By clicking and dragging, it will be changed into D5, D6, D7 until to reach to D13. For the coming figure 19a, to check for both the excellent students. The excellent students start with the cell F, equal sign F, and to check whether B4 is greater than 89 in addition to D4 is greater than 89. If the condition is true, then the two cells are added. If it's not, leave it empty. By clicking and dragging the cell F4, it will change. B4 is changed into B5 to check whether B5. Similarly, D4 into D5 until to reach to D13 and B13. For any courses will be seen in figure 19b. As we see, equal sign F or function to check whether B4 is greater than 89 or D4 is greater than 89. If one is true or the two are true, the two values are added, B4 plus D4. If none of these is true, nothing obtained. A blank space is obtained. By clicking and dragging G4, you will get P5 and D5, then B6, D6, and so on until to reach to G13. You will get B13 and D13. Thank you very much. See you next Sunday.